James Maddison has a date to return to the pitch at Tottenham and Ange Postecoglou rubs her hands. Without taking the field since the beginning of November, Maddison is close to being available to Postecoglou at Tottenham again. The impact that James Maddison has had at Tottenham since his arrival is undeniable. Furthermore, his absence since the beginning of November 2023 has also been felt by Ange Postecoglou. In fact, the Australian coach is one of the victims of the wave of injuries that are plaguing European football in 2023-24. Now, the English midfielder is starting to be a light at the end of the tunnel for Spurs fans. It will be almost 2 weeks until the duel against Manchester City, on January 26, at 5 p.m. Brasilia time, at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, in the fourth round of the FA Cup. In the meantime, the expectation is that the English midfielder will resume activities on the field. The Australian coach himself guarantees this, who spoke about James Maddison's recovery at Spurs in a press conference. James Maddison was flying at Ange's Tottenham. After being one of the few highlights of Leicester relegated to the Championship in 2022-23, James Maddison was signed by Tottenham in June last year for €46 million, around 243 million Brazilian reals at the time. And Spurs' investment proved to be right, as the English midfielder was flying under Ange's command. This can be exemplified in numbers. In 11 games for Tottenham in the Premier League, Maddison scored 3 goals and provided 5 assists. With this, he was fundamental to the Australian coach's overwhelming start, which led the championship. However, everything changed on November 6, when Spurs lost to Chelsea 4-1 at home. But the bad news was yet to come. The English midfielder had to be replaced in stoppage time in the first half of the London derby due to an ankle problem, which tests later found to be more serious than expected. Therefore, James Maddison was no longer selected by Ange Postecoglou. Asked about the number 10's chance of going on the field against the Citizens in the FA Cup, the Australian coach raised more doubt. It depends on when he starts training. If he starts training at the beginning of next week, from the 15th onwards, probably. However, you have to see how he trains with the first team, how he feels. Ange believes that Spurs have a chance of lifting a title in 2023-24 through the FA Cup. Eliminated in the English League Cup and only 5th in the Premier League, Tottenham are placing their bets in the FA Cup. To do so, they will have to overcome the almighty Manchester City, who are favourites in all the competitions they compete in. Therefore, Maddison's return could give Tottenham more hope. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications and don't miss the next videos.